Hello students. Today we're going to talk about rates. So let's look at our first example. It says the Gooding High School French Club needs to raise money so that they could attend a French foreign film in Austin. The club has decided to sponsor a pet dipping day. Kat, the president, has a price quote from Barking Lot Grooming for the cost of the flea dip. Barking Lot Grooming will sell the flea dip for $5 a bottle plus a shipping charge per order of $3. Okay, so now let's highlight our important information. So what's important is that they are going to charge $5 a bottle plus a shipping charge of $3 per order. So that is what is important to us. Now, one says complete a table on the cost versus the number of bottles for Barking Lot Groom. So, if you look, our X is the bottles and our Y is the cost. Remember, process just tells us how we're going to get there. So, if we hold on one second. If we do this, for one bottle, well, let's first set up our equation. It says $5 a bottle plus a shipping charge of $3. So for one bottle, it's going to be 5 times 1 for that one bottle plus $3. So what is that going to give us? Well, 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3 is 8. Now, you're going to have to pardon my handwriting because I'm using a mouse to write and it's not very good. So for 2, it's going to be 5 times 2 plus 3. So that's going to give us how much? 13. Good job. Now for the next one, it's 5 times 3 plus 3. So what is that going to give us? You are correct. Good job. The next one is 5 times 4 plus 3. That's going to give us 23. And the next one is 5 times 5. Remember, parentheses mean to multiply, plus 3, and that's going to give us 28. Then the next one is 5 times 6 plus 3. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 3 is 33. Okay, so what did we do every time? So the X column, or the X row, tells us what did we do every time. Because we don't want to have to write $5 6 times or $5 5 times, because what if we order 100 bottles? Do we want to write 5 plus 5 plus 5 100 times? No. So we can multiply $5, because that's the cost. X represents the number of bottles, so 5 times X plus the shipping. The shipping is going to be $3. And that is going to give us our Y value. Okay? So number 2 says write an expression that represents the amount of money charged by Barking Lot Grooming for an order of flea dip. Well, it's just going to be 5x plus 3. Because they're going to charge us 5 times however many bottles plus the $3 shipping charge. Now number 3 says evaluate the cost for 9 bottles, 15 bottles, and 25 bottles. So I'm going to take the 9, the 15, and the 25 and plug them into X. So my first one would be 5 times 9 plus 3. Next one would be 5 times 15 plus 3. And the last one will be 5 times 25 plus 3. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, and so then I would just solve to see what they equal. I would just put them in the calculator. So 5 times 9 plus 3 is 48. 5 times 15 plus 3 is 78. And 5 times 25 plus 3 is 128. Okay, so again, I would just plug these in because X represents bottles into here. Now, what rate means is what am I increasing by each time? How did I change? Let me change my pen color real quick. How did I change from 8 to 13, 13 to 8, 18, 18 to 23? What did I do? I increased by 5 each time. So that was my rate. My rate was increasing by 5. And then here, 5 again. So I increased by 5 each time. Okay? So, let's see, is there anything else? So now it says if Gooding French Club paid $88 for flea dip, how many bottles did they buy? So we had the equation. Our equation was y equals 5x plus 3. So it's asking for how many bottles, so it's looking for our x. And it told us that the cost was $88. So now we're going to have to solve to get x by itself now. So we're going to draw our river, and then we're just going to solve. So I'm first, remember, cover up your variable, and what's going to move first? 3, and we're going to subtract 3. And so we have 85 equals 5x. Now we're going to divide by 5 on both sides. And so 85 divided by 5 is 17. So 17 equals x. So how many bottles can I buy for $88? 17. Good job. Okay? Okay, so hopefully you took very good notes. Remember, you'll be teaching this to your classmates tomorrow, and have a wonderful night. Adios.